guys, how are you? Today I want to talk to you about grassroots soccer, and I'll show you how important the small local and community clubs are. Also want to talk to you about, you know, money is not the answer. Not the answer. The answer is to create opportunities, create an opportunity environment with everyone, regardless of finance, have a chance to play, be seen and get a shot in a pro soccer academy. So that's the main point I would like to talk to you here. And I'll show you lots of examples of soccer legends, and you can understand that the pro soccer academy is the second step, because the vast majority of players start in a very small local community clubs, and then as a second step, after a couple years, some of them get a chance to play for a pro soccer academy and succeed. If you think about it, it's a lot of steps, but the first one usually needs to be done in an unknown, club that people never heard about, but they are there doing a very good job inside the community. So, okay, let's go. Let's see who's the first one here. We got Pele, the best soccer player ever. So Pele started in Santos FC at the age of 15 years old. So think about it. How he started in Santos at the age of 15 years old? Where was he at the age of 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, for example? All these years doing what? Where? That's the reflection. That's the reflection I want to do here and share with you guys. So next one, we have Johan Cruyff, a Dutch legend. He went to Ajax Youth Academy at 10 years old. So because he was very, very good, he was invited to Ajax Youth Academy. And I wonder, why was he very good? Before Ajax Youth Academy, playing where? Against who? So think about it. Our next one, Zico, Brazilian legend. One of the greatest Brazilian soccer players. If you don't know Zico, search for Zico Flamengo. So take a look on that. And he started Flamengo 14 years old. So what was he doing at 9, 10, 11 years old? Another one here, Cristiano Ronaldo, the Portuguese star, very well known. First pro soccer academy, 10 years old. Same thing, 10 years old. So what about before? Another one, next, Neymar, another Brazilian legend. Started 7 years old in a pro soccer academy. Again, what he was doing at the age of 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. So think about it. Do you believe that after going to a pro soccer academy at 7 years old, he learned all the skills, he learned everything? I don't believe that. I believe he was playing somewhere else since 4 years old, friends, school, and then he was scouted. So that's the detail. I may be wrong, but that's the detail I believe. So here, Messi, first pro academy contact, 8 years old. Excuse me. So think about it. It's pretty clear that the first step is in some place that is unknown, small, but helps the development, helps the process. So next one here now, Mbappe, French legend. Look at that. First pro academy, 14 years old. So he didn't learn there. He didn't learn at the age of 14. Again, next one, Yamal, the new Barcelona star. First pro contact, 7 years old. So same thing. Vini Jr., the Brazilian star here, 10 years old at Flamengo. So in Brazil, I believe in many South American countries, on top of that, it's very usual play soccer for one team and futsal for another team. So futsal is the small, unknown, community club in Brazil that helps a lot to produce. These small clubs helps a lot in Brazil to produce, big players. So it's pretty usual, this kind of situation in Brazil. Next one, another Brazilian legend, Ronaldinho. He starts 7 years old in a pro soccer academy in Grêmio. My question for that, do you believe that Ronaldinho, after starting in a pro soccer academy, 7 years old, he went to the pro academy every single day and stopped to do what he was doing, like play with friends, school, streets, small local club with his friends and schoolmates, all these things at the age of 7, 8, 9? Do you believe he stopped to do all this and just play for the Pro Soccer Academy? I don't think so, right? So I don't believe he started to do at 7, 8 years old, practice 5 times a week. I don't believe that. So if you think about this detail, the small clubs are very important. So here, next, Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, 13 years old, 13 years old, first pro soccer academy. So what he was doing before that, playing where, with who, learning through what? Think about it. So that's my reflection, about how necessary and important the small local community clubs are. Very, very important. Maybe they don't have the big names, maybe they don't have the big marketing, issues, but I believe they are very, very important. So next one here, Maradona, 9 years old. So imagine what Maradona was doing at the age of 6, 7, 8 years old. Play against who? Where? So here, next, Landon Donovan, US soccer legend. The first pro soccer academy, contacts for the American star, 14 years old. So think about it. I don't believe people start to play soccer and start to learn about soccer at the age of 14. He was doing a lot of hard work before, somewhere. So here, next one, the US soccer star Christian Pulisic. So first pro soccer academy contact, 10 years old. So now, the last but not least, Gio Reyna. Look at that, look at the age. Pro Soccer Academy, 13 years old. So you see that the data, the numbers, the examples show us, they tell us. I think it's very clear. As a country, if you want to enhance and improve the quality of players we produce, I believe we have to pay a very important attention to the small local and community clubs. They are a very, very important part of the process. If you see as a factory, if you look at this as a factory, they are in the very beginning, in the raw material. So they are the first ones to start to work on the raw material. These little clubs, most of the time unknown clubs, they receive everybody. They open the doors to anyone, regardless of soccer level. And that's why, in my opinion, they should be able to have more sources of revenue, more options. So, because they open the doors regardless of soccer level, and they should be able to open the doors regardless of financial level. So that's my opinion. I would like to share with you guys my reflection, and I believe the answer go towards the small local community clubs. They have to be able to grow, improve, enhance their source of revenues, and if you have any questions or comments down below, send message, send email, be free, right? Hit the like button, and thank you, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye bye.